Well, I think the protests in themselves are fair enough. The law is wrong. It's intended entirely to boost Putin's support among the more conservative heartlands, which he lost. Basically, Putin lost the middle class and so-called creative classes in December 2011 after the disputed parliamentary elections, and 2012 when protests were continuing. And now he realizes that to stay in power, he has to reach out to more, as some Russians have said, the more poorly educated members of society.
You think the gay rights activists are correct to use the Sochi Games as a means of publicising their view, what they think about Russia's gay laws?
Yeah, I don't have any. I think they're completely correct to do it. I think perhaps the Western media has misconstrued the situation. Internally, I think Russian gay rights activists have every right to protest against the law, and I sympathise.
Including at Sochi?
Including at Sochi, including anywhere they can. It's a nasty, clumsy piece of law, which... It's Section 28 for Russia, basically. It's slightly harsher. It's a nasty law. But what I would slightly be wary about is Western media's kind of, I hesitate to say obsession, but willingness to engage in hyperbole and falsehoods in order to win political...
Oh, really? What falsehoods are the Western media guilty of, then?
Well, the New York Times, for example, which ran an editorial suggesting that gay people were being rounded up on the streets of Moscow purely on the suspicion of being gay, which is not true.
But gay people have been beaten up in Russia.
Gay people have been beaten up in council estates in England as well.
But it doesn't make it right. Of
course it doesn't right. I didn't say it was right.
But I mean, really, what I'm trying to find...
It doesn't help anyone by making out that it's like it's been Stephen Fry, for example, compared it to the Nazi-era persecution of Jews. You know? Like, this is just offensive, hypocritical. And this is something that's even been found to be hypocritical by gay activists in Russia who have accused that Western media of being biased and hypocritical.
And what do you think? I mean, if...
Sorry to interrupt you, but it plays straight into Putin's hands.
That's what I was going to ask you.
They can read English, yeah? They know what's going on, they know how it's being reported. And just by focusing so obsessively on it and paying less attention to, for example, the really, really horrible discrimination against gay people in Nigeria, for example, in India, in Saudi Arabia, yeah? They point straight to this, and it just allows Kremlin state media to point this out to Russians as well.
Just very quickly, do you think the IOC chairman, I'm paraphrasing him, I'm not quoting him, I'm paraphrasing him, when he says effectively that the Sochi Games have been kind of hijacked for people to make whatever political statements they want, and he'd rather not have it there?
As I said, I don't have any problem with anyone hijacking any sporting event to make a political point. In an ideal world, obviously, it'd be better if sport and politics didn't mix, but I think that's very naive. As I said at the beginning, I don't want to justify Putin, I don't want to justify the law, but I think by focusing on it, you just foster a sense of national persecution among Russians.
Marc Bennetts, thanks for coming in. Thank you. Now...